thing sucks. Fuck that.
This year,
No, give me my
2013,
gun.
this was a
Give me my
very,
gun.
very long year for me. Um,
You just fell.
LP wise,
Anyways.
it was okay
Yeah,
otherwise.
nice. You just
But as for like
way
LPing
to phase
goes,
through objects.
this was the year. This was my
Unintentional.
sophomore year doing it,
I promise.
and it just
Nothing.
it really kind of
Oh my god.
um, I want to say like opened my eyes to stuff
What?
that I wouldn't have done otherwise. Um, I kind of got a little bit
You should have
better
moved
editing
faster.
wise. As you might be able to tell from this video,
What?
all of these LPs I did this year,
What?
starting in January with bringing in the new year with I finished off Oni and Mass Effect 2, which I seem to have lost the footage
What the
for.
hell is that?
Um,
Oh, hi, Claptrap.
and then like
Why are you throwing-
late February,
Why are you
going
such a
halfway
dick to
through
me,
March or
Claptrap?
so, I did Borderlands with my friend Nick. This Claptrap flipped me off,
Why are you flipping me off?
which I just found hilarious.
Oh, fuck you, drunk. Fuck you.
I really enjoyed doing Borderlands with Nick. I want to do Borderlands 2 with Nick,
Stop it. Who the fuck are
but
you?
I can't because my internet seems to have fucked up
Wait a minute.
on my
apparently
computer,
we're not
and I
going back
can't
to tennis
play
because,
games on
Tennis
it.
just handed over the
Aside
ball
from
to
single player games, which I have been doing, such as Blood Rain, Binary Domain, etc.
Steel and
Um,
Commandant Steel
Yeah, I really enjoyed Borderlands more than I thought I would,
because
and hopefully I get it fixed so I can play Borderlands 2 with Nick.
wrong, I guess. I don't
Oh,
know. Just keep
fuck.
going. Just keep going.
Tomb Raider.
Shit.
That was a game that I
That
was not looking
supposed
forward to.
to
Well,
happen.
I was looking forward to it,
Crap.
but it kind of
That was
failed to
not supposed to
deliver.
happen.
That game was. Oh god, that game was chock full of just stupid shit that I did. Such as
Wow, that was
the
not
waterfall
intentional.
sequence, this waterfall
Shit.
sequence, where I
can't believe
died
that just fucking happened.
numerous times.
Well, that's
Um,
not
I died
My
I died at
plan
least
of
10 times
action.
this episode alone.
dying
um,
and getting speared through the
I died 3 times in the waterfall
fucking
sequence,
throat is not.
and I think
God damn it.
4 times
It
in
happened
the
again.
parachute sequence,
I
which
cannot
is coincidentally right
Parachute
here.
Simulator 2013.
I really wasn't expecting this to happen. I get sucked into the branch. Wow, Tomb Raider was just one of those games that
God.
I thought I was going to enjoy a lot more than I did. Granted, I did enjoy
I
it
just
while I
can't
played it.
do.
It just I didn't
Fuck
really
my
enjoy it.
life.
Looking back on it,
Good God.
it just
There has
wasn't
to be
really
something
that
wrong with me that
polished
causing
of
me
a
to
game,
just
I would
not
say.
be
Like
able
there
to
was some
do
stuff
this.
wrong with it. But you know, you live, you learn, you play, you
Oh,
don't play again
Christ.
if you don't like it.
Um,
Whatever.
Trying to. Actually move.
Then I went into Mass Effect 3.
Yes, there she is. Hey.
The ending of the trilogy of Commander Shepard.
Want a drink?
There really wasn't much of anything funny or memorable in this game, aside from like the outside of mission sequences, such as Tally's right here, and the Ashley on the floor scene. And you know, Citadel, the DLC for it, Citadel was probably one of the best sequences of best pieces of DLC I have ever played. I mean, there is just so much work that went into it, and I really applaud BioWare for what they did in Citadel. You know, From Ashes wasn't that bad. Getting the Javik. But just the entire game, it was. I feel it was a fitting end for the trilogy. Granted, you're not gonna find another person that thinks that, but to each their own, I guess. I remember when the Mass Effect 3 ending was like released, like the first people beat it. It was like there was this big old giant fat ass petition to change the ending of Mass Effect 3. What the fuck? And BioWare actually kind of took it under advisement, but they didn't do anything about it. They just, you know, kind of um, released the extended cut DLC, which like explained some stupid shit that didn't even really need to be explained because Leviathan kind of did that already. So yeah, there's kind of that. Emergency induction port. Gotta love Tali. Still prefer Liara though. Liara hands down. Liara greater than
Give us
everything.
a lemonade.
Oh,
What the hell?
remember me. This game fucking sucked. I enjoyed it while I played it, but you know, I've watched a couple videos of this game recently of mine that I made, and
Oh my god.
this
what
game
the-
just sucked. It tried so hard to be like a
what the-
platformer, and
holy
it just
fuck, I was not
didn't work.
expecting that.
It was
Holy
just,
god
you know,
damn.
I will applaud it for what they did. They tried something new, and it didn't exactly work.
Holy son of a bitch.
The memory remixing was few and far between, which I kind of wish there was more to it. I would get more memory
Yeah.
remixing, but you know, um, I can only complain so
Wow.
much and critique a game so much that I didn't really have anything to do with. Now comes the games that like I didn't really want to play. Like these just came out of nowhere.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII being the first. Like I had no intention of playing this game. But then I saw it come out and I was like,
I'm going
oh,
to fuck up
yeah, I just played it, and
because
there really wasn't much different in this game than any of my other LPs, except for you can see me fail at that
I got
TV
it.
sequence right there.
what the hell was that soldier doing?
Oh, like I didn't do
Send that
anything
soldier
different in
something. I
it
got a grenade. I'll be
than a
fine.
normal LP I would do. It's just I didn't do this to the full extent. I didn't bring it. I didn't do it justice, is what I'm trying to say. Um, as much as I loved this game and I loved playing it, I didn't do it right. I wish I could replay it, but it's usually LPs are one-time deals, and you just one playthroughs. Yeah, that's kind of that.
I forgot about that.
Now, the only reason why I'm doing Manhunt in here is because so you can see the death counter just rise. It goes from 52 to 112 in like a span of 2 minutes or so. And it's just stupid. I died way more in this game than I thought I was going to. But surprisingly less at the times that I thought I was going to die. I raged so fucking much in this game. It's insane. If you watch this LP of mine, you will see how often I rage. I rage at like 75% plus of this game. And the times I'm not raging, I'm trying not to die. Such as this right here. It's so dumb. This game. This fucking game. I loved it though. It was probably one of the best LPs I did this year. To me, in my opinion, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Now, I recently released a video called Why I'm Not Going to Play Manhunt 2. And that gives a lot of insight as to what they changed, how they executed it, Rockstar did. And it really brings light as to why Manhunt was such a great game, and why Manhunt 2 just absolutely sucks.
Open the goddamn door. Hey, babe.
I get 112 deaths in this fucking game. I don't think Kenny died that much in goddamn South Park.
Oh, yeah.
That's just asinine. And so much for the final boss. It takes me like, what, 25 seconds to kill this guy? And I think I almost die by him. Yeah, but luckily he had to reload.
And I'm gonna
Fuck.
get my health back.
The boob physics!
Boob tickling physics.
Yeah! Oh, good God. Blood Rain.
Throw stuff at me.
I had no intention of playing this game. This game took me for fucking ever to get footage for. I'm just glad I got it and I got it over with. This was one of the games that I had no idea what to play after Manhunt.
Oh.
Or, well, I hadn't. Well, no, I didn't. I had no idea what to play after Manhunt. I tried throwing Crackdown in here, but I couldn't actually throw it into Vegas because, so for some reason it doesn't like Crackdown. I didn't do anything different between Blood Rain, Crackdown, Manhunt, etc. I just didn't do anything. But for some reason it doesn't like Crackdown. Yeah, Blood Rain. Boob physics! Yay. This game was fucking weird. I don't really have anything to say about it other than it was fucking weird. I liked it, but it was like really weird. And I really wouldn't advise playing it. Just because it was like really weird, and I would kind of do other things different if I would play it again. Like, I wouldn't mindlessly rush for the Daymites, and I wouldn't mindlessly rush into combat. But, you know, I do what I do, and I do it because I don't know what else I'm doing, what else to do. And I really liked Blood Rain. I really enjoyed playing Blood Rain.
Goodbye, wolf.
I think it was a little too short for me, though. I think it was like 6-8 hours.
How does it feel?
I think it was like 6 hours, which is kind of short for a game.
What is that? Is that the eye?
Which I think this came out in like 05, so I think it's like acceptable.
Yeah, I think you deserve
I don't know.
it.
I enjoyed Blood Rain for what I played of it.
That little finger. Yeah, they deserve it. Yeah.
Double fingers.
I do the same.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Rain.
Same exact thing.
Now, rounding off the year,
Fine, I guess.
brings me Binary Domain. And I had... This was like the underdog of this year. I don't know what the hell happened and what I did right with this LP, but I don't know, it just worked. It really did just work. It came out of nowhere to just completely blindside the hell out of me. And it actually worked. I really enjoyed this game. I really, really did. And it just completely like came out of left field and just absolutely just
Wait a minute.
it blew my mind with how funny, how like I don't know, it felt good to play this game.
What the fuck was that?
And not many games do that.
My bad.
It really was like, if I were to say, I would rank it in my top 5 LPs this year. Probably at number 3, 4, around there.
Wow, you're 15.
So yeah, that is kind of like my year in review. To me anyway. If you've stuck with me through this video, I thank you. And I thank you for your support.
Wow, you fucking
Not
bitch.
many people do. And I just thank you for doing it.
What?
So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in 2014.